We are about to get started. My apologies if I'm shaking the camera. We're trying to test something out. All right. Welcome to Autism Sunday 2024. My apologies if I got a deep voice, but I haven't been good lately. Okay, I just haven't been feeling well lately. But I hope you will enjoy today as we are here to commemorate Autism Sunday. At this time, sorry about that. At this time, we are going to have a moment of silence. This moment of silence is to honor those with autism. And Autism Sunday is the purpose to pray for those with autism and also honor them. But also, we do not only do we honor them today, we honor them all month long in the month of April for Autism Awareness Month. So, at this time, we're going to have a moment of silence to honor those with autism. So, join us for our moment of silence. Alright, let's get started with today's lesson. Thank you for joining us for Autism Sunday. I'm going to mute here for just a second, but I will be right back. So I'm going to go ahead and mute. All right, let's get started with today's topic, Autism Sunday. Um, I am very excited to be presenting this to you guys on February 11th. Today is the second Sunday of February, and on the second Sunday of February, we commemorate and honor those with autism, which is the purpose of Autism Sunday. So, the purpose of Autism Sunday is to pray for those and honor those with autism, which is why I have flags flown. These flags are flown in honor of autism awareness. Now, I wish I had an autism awareness flag, but I do not have an autism awareness flag at the moment, so we'll just stick with these flags for right now. So, we're going to look at a couple of obviously, the title of the video is Praying for the Autistic. That is the purpose of why we're live streaming today. We are praying for the autistic. We're going to do that at the end of the live stream. That is when we're going to do the prayer. That'll happen at the end of the live stream. At the end of the live stream, that's when we'll do that. Right now, what we're going to do, we're going to look at a couple of verses. Some verses may be verses that you have already seen in my previous previous live stream back in April of 2023 about Autism Awareness Month, tips on helping the autism community, something like that. But you may have seen that one. Some of them are from there. Some of them are quotes or verses you may have never seen before. So, if it's a quote that you already know that has been there before, well then you're gonna hear it again. But if you have never heard it before, it's gonna be something new for you. All right, let's go to 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7, and it says here, "Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, hope, all believes all things, hope all things, endures all things." So what it means right here is that you don't need any words for love. You don't need words for love. So that is what that verse is trying to tell us. You don't need love. Love doesn't need words. Okay? That's just what it says. Like, you could literally do something nice to someone with autism, and you don't even need to tell them that you're going to do this or you're going to do that. Vice versa. You don't have to tell them that. You just do it. And then once you do it, then they're going to feel honored. They're going to feel proud. Well, they're not going to feel proud, but they're going to be happy that you're being kind to them whenever you do something nice to them. So that is what that verse is trying to tell us. That you should be kind no matter what. Love, kindness. It does not need any words. No words at all. It does not need any words at all. You can be kind in any type of way. You can give someone a compliment. You could give somebody, like, you could literally do something for someone. You can even write them a card wishing them a good day. Those are some examples of some kindness that you show whenever you do that on a regular basis. So that is what that verse is trying to tell us. So in the comment section below, tell me something kind that somebody has done to you. So in the comment section below, the live chat. In the live chat, tell me something nice that somebody has done for you, which contained no words. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to put that on there. I haven't received any. I haven't received any live chats, but that's okay, because I'll go ahead and show you some of mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this story. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and mute real quickly, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, my apologies on that, but I'll go ahead and share you a story of somebody that did something nice for me. Last April, it was Autism Awareness Month. I went to school on the first day. We experienced a ransomware attack, and obviously, it was my first day of having to get used to. No internet in school, having to do everything on pen and paper and all that. Vice versa. I get surprised at lunch. I receive a special surprise during lunchtime. At lunchtime, like, because I used to have lunch first with the first wave. The PE class had lunch with the first wave last year. So obviously, what happened? A group of kids come in with a poster, and I open up the poster, and it had an acrostic on there that says, "Always unique, totally interesting, sometimes magical." Then on the other side, it's on the poster, it says, "It is okay to be different. Be yourself." And then there was a place where you signed. Then throughout the whole month of April, during Autism Awareness Month, I received a lot of people signing my poster. And at the end of the month, I was very happy about myself. So yeah, love doesn't need any words. It does not. Love doesn't need any words. And this year, I actually have somebody. This year, I'm actually choosing some people to help me create another poster for Autism Awareness Month 2024. So that is what I am working on right now. Okay? So that is what I'm currently working on. So let's look at another verse here. We're going to look at another verse here. Once I get some water. Okay, now let's look at another verse here. And this is John 9:13. John 9:13 says, as he hold on. As he passed by, he saw a man blind from birth, and his disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, the man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus answered, "It was not this man sinned or his parents, but that is the work of God. That is the works of God might be displayed in him." So technically, what it means, back in the ancient years, nobody knew that autism, special education, special needs, disabilities, they didn't know that existed back then. Back then, in the ancient years, no one knew about this. Before Common Era, no one knew about this. No one knew about this during ancient Rome. No one knew about this during ancient Mesopotamia. Nobody knew about this during ancient India. Nobody knew about this during the life of Uzi the Iceman. No one knew about this during the life of Hammurabi. In the ancient years, if you were born, and let's take a look at one example. One example would be like this: the 12 tables of ancient Rome. In the 12 tables of ancient Rome, if you were born with severe deformity, which that includes you were born with disabilities, you were born blind, in the ancient years, they would kill you for that. Which is why today, our internet has improved. We can figure out whether you are born with autism, if you're born with special needs, you're born with disabilities, if you're born blind, you're born deaf, we have the technology today, and it can detect whether you're born like this or not. But no matter what's going on with you, no matter if it's PTSD or autism and all that stuff, over here in this verse it says, that it's the creation. God created us this way. But in the ancient years, we did not know that. So that is how we were created. So technically, if you were born with PTSD, autism, guess what? We can help you with that. We're not going to treat you like the ancient Romans that, we ain't going to treat you like the ancient Romans that if you're born with severe deformity, they're going to kill you. No, that is not what we do today in modern America. We don't do that. So guys, what I'm telling you, you should include these people wherever you are. You should understand them. We need to give them a chance. Okay, so that's what this verse is telling us. We're going to look at 2 more verses, and then we're going to do the prayer for autism. Alright, let's look at Isaiah 54:13. We're going to look at Isaiah 54:13. And it says, all thy children shall be taught of the Lord. Great shall be the peace of thy children. And that is from Isaiah 54:13. What it's saying over here, it's telling us that all children can be great. Children can do great things. And so, like what I was saying earlier, we need to give them a chance. Us as modern Americans, we should give them a chance. We shouldn't be bullying them. We shouldn't be judging them. We shouldn't be saying mean things to these people. We need to understand them. So that is what I was telling you guys earlier. But in this verse right here that we just looked at, let me see if I can pull it up again. All children can be taught well. They can learn things. But we need to give them time. Because, see, these kids with autism, they're not going to learn immediately. It takes time, effort. It takes the best of your ability. So, I'm going to use myself as an example. I am actually autistic. I still don't know any of the math stuff that I get taught. It takes a long time for me to learn that stuff. And that is what it's saying right here. So we need to give them a chance and understand them, no matter what. Because these children are very special. So that is what it's showing us right there. And also, in the other part, it says, great shall be the peace of thy children. Great shall be thy peace of... onward. It says, great shall be the peace of thy children. So technically, they can do great stuff. That's what it's saying over here. That's what it says. We can do great stuff for them. They can do great stuff. They can learn how to draw. They can draw. They can draw better than what typical people can. they can have great handwriting. Now at school, whenever we be switching papers to grade tests, I realized that there's this student whose handwriting looks a little awkward, or their handwriting is hard for me to read. But I don't judge them on that. We don't. We us as humans shall never judge people because of their handwriting. If they have a hard time with handwriting, we can learn. We can improve our handwriting. That is a strength. Some people's strength is having great handwriting, and in others, it's a weakness. But we can turn that weakness into a strength. That is what it's telling us right here. We're going to look at one more verse. So we're going to look at one more verse, and then we are going to do the official prayer for the autistic. Alright, this is the last verse we're going to look at today. It says here, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him. Male, female created he them." And this is from Genesis 1:27. So technically that means that God created us differently. We're all different. That is what it's saying here. Last year's Autism Awareness Month at McAdory Middle School, I actually spread awareness and told everybody to accept differences. That is what our topic for Autism Awareness Month 2023 was last year at McAdory Middle School. Because there's people in this world that like to make fun of people because they're different. And it breaks my heart whenever I see someone saying that somebody has made fun of them or somebody got mad at them because they're different. Guys, us as people, we should do better. We shouldn't judge people because of their handwriting. That is not what we do. Because, let's say, for example, the principal catches me, and I would never do this. I would never do this, but we're just doing this as an example. Okay? But let's say the principal catches me saying bad things about someone because they're different. That can get you in a lot of trouble if the principal catches you. It's going to get you in a lot of trouble if you continue on judging people for about their differences, or if you make fun of someone for their differences, or you bully them because of their differences. We need to understand their differences. We have differences too. I have differences too. And for you to be going around making fun of people about that, y'all, if you're doing this today, if you're making fun of people because they have differences, like we're gonna say, for example, we're gonna go back to the handwriting part. Let's say I have better handwriting and this person, their handwriting is hard to understand. And then I start saying mean stuff about it, like, "Hey, you should write better," or "Hey, your handwriting is ugly, go fix it now." Y'all, if y'all keep on doing this, if y'all are doing this today, it's time to make a change. And you can make a change right now. You can. You actually can make a change, y'all. What we need to tell people, if their handwriting is hard to read, we should be like, "Hey, let's fix your handwriting a little bit," or "Hey, let's practice some handwriting skills." That's the kind of way that we should be treating people if they have bad handwriting. So if they have bad handwriting, we shouldn't be judging them for that. We should help them improve their handwriting skills. Now, I actually got a friend whose name is James Gether. His handwriting sometimes, I'm not saying that it's always, but sometimes it's hard for me to read his handwritings. So, so with the fact that it's hard for me to read his handwriting, it's a weakness. But what I said earlier, we can turn that weakness into a strength. Okay? We can see the able, not the label. Okay? We can practice handwriting skills. Okay? That is one example of how you can help someone turn their weaknesses into a strength. Now, here's one slogan that I heard from Culture City. So, Culture City is a nonprofit organization that helps those with autism. And there's this one quote that they have right there that says, "Making the nevers possible." So, we're going to use this as an example. There's people that have autism that they feel isolated because they can't go out places because it's too loud or it's too scary for them. We can help them have a great time without even worrying about it being too loud. So we can help them. Like, we can make the fact that they're never going to go out. We can change that. And that's what Culture City does. So make sure you go check them out. Make sure you go check them out later. So make sure you do that later in the future. So that is what I'm asking you to do. But yeah, Culture City. Let's say, for example, we were to go to a Braves game, and there's a person with autism that hates loud noises. The sensory bags can help them. So that is one example I am using. So that is what we should do today. That is something we should consider doing. Is help those with autism. So right now, what we're fixing to do, we're fixing to have another moment of silence. And this moment of silence is the moment of silence before we have to pray for those with autism. Okay? So we are about to have a moment of silence. So at this time, let's have a moment of silence and commemorate those that have autism. So that is what we will do at this time. We did this at the beginning of the video, but we'll do it again at the end of the video before our prayer. So at this time, let's have a quick moment of silence. Alright, we'll be right back. I'm gonna mute my phone because I need to do something. So we'll be right back. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute my phone and we'll be right back.